Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at Etrailer.com, and we're going to be taking a look at the SEPA Concept 2 Rearview Boat Mirror. So this allows you to actually see what's going on behind you while you're out enjoying the water. It's an easy to install mirror. The nice thing about this is that there's no drilling required. It's just going to clamp around your windshield to hold it securely. So we have this nice heavy-duty plastic construction. It's an impact-resistant ABS plastic, and basically the difference between ABS plastic and plastic for just about everything else is that it is impact resistant. It's also abrasion resistant, so it has a more structurally sound composition than a lot of plastics that we're used to, so it should be a good choice for this application. A lot of other mirror housings will use the same material. Like if you see any of your side marker mirrors on your vehicle, it's typically made of ABS plastic. So it's a pretty common one, but something that's still going to be durable and easy to maintain. We don't have to worry about it cracking or fading in the sun, and it holds really well. So basically the way that this is going to work is we have our little knob here so that you can loosen up the little jaw clamp to go around your windshield. There's two other inserts. There's kind of a rubbery insert on the inside here, and you can see there's a little bit more of a divot, so this can wrap around something that's a round shape a bit better. It's a little bit bigger. And then we have these other inserts that are a bit smaller. So if you have a thinner windshield or something that needs a little bit more flat clamp to go around it, you can have these. It's pretty easy to switch them out. Just pull off the old ones. They're just kind of sandwiched in there, and makes it fairly easy to remove. It might be easier to loosen up this clamp. You will need a 3/16" hex wrench or Allen wrench to loosen up the clamp. It does not come with it, so you do have to provide that on your own. It's a fairly common size for just about any kind of hex wrench set that you have, so if you have one of those, you should be able to get that adjusted. So loosen that up. You can see how that will work. So there's our bolt on the inside. Allows us to adjust those jaws. We can just pull out that insert once it's spaced out enough. That also allows you to get it positioned around your windshield frame. The other adjustment for the arm that this sits on is controlled by this knob here. So no drilling required, just the one tool to make that adjustment. There we go. Finally got that out of there. And then this guy just goes in its place. So you can kind of mix and match with these. You can have one of the flat ones on one side and that divot on the other. So it should match up a lot of different shapes and vice versa. So kind of have some options on what to play with there. Once you have the spacer that you want, tighten that down around the windshield, and it should cinch up. Now when I measured this space with the Widest spacer in there, with just a few threads of that bolt in place, the widest that I got this to be was about 1.25 inches. Now again, that's just with the bolt holding on by a few threads, so it might not be the most secure thing, especially if you're traveling at high speeds on the water. But they recommend that you use this for something between 7/8 of an inch and 1/2 inch. The space down here at most just barely gets down to 1/2 inch. So just to give you an idea of the range that this can fit, I would say it's a little bit wider than 1/2 inch, probably more like 5/8 of an inch is the narrowest that this can go down to realistically. As far as the mirror face, while we're talking about measurements, the actual glass is about 7¾ inches long by about 4 inches tall. The overall housing is about 8¼ by about 4½ inches. Again, that arm adjust by undoing this knob, and then that allows you to adjust there. There are little teeth that help this grip into place, so whenever you get it to the spot you want it, just make sure that those teeth are lined up so that it seats nice and snugly. And you can also adjust the angle on that mirror here at this articulating arm. So not a full, doesn't swing a full 45, but it does give you some adjustment there. There's a set screw, so if it's a little too tight, you can loosen it up there if you need a little bit easier adjustment for that mirror. It does also allow you to rotate it somewhat so that you can go at a 45 or a kind of more horizontal orientation as well. The mirror face is a convex design, so it gives you a wider field of view. It does sort of distort the perspective though, so that's why it has a little warning there that objects might be closer than they appear. It's similar to the passenger side rear view or side mirror in your vehicle. It's going to have that convex design as well. All in all, I think this will make a nice addition to your boat to let you see what's going on behind you while you're cruising around. Pretty easy to get installed. Just the one Allen key to get this clamp in place, but once that's done, you can make all your adjustments here without any tools required. So, hope I've answered all your questions for this product. If not, we do have some other options here at Etrailer.com, so you can check those out as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.